Okay, so where we are done with the sales order shipping, right?
Yes, sir.
Awaiting billing.
Currently, it is in the awaiting billing. We are using the dev 6 instance. Oh,
Dev 7.
7, right. Can you remember the order number? I think I captured in the notepad. Take it.
98415.
Ganesh, why don't you practice fifth time? You're not sending me the practice status nowadays.
I'll do, sir. I'll do it, sir.
I know in the last batch you completed mostly the practice, but
Yeah, then after more,
why don't you do it again?
definitely the order management more interesting. I'll do it also.
Okay. Okay, so our sales order is waiting for the billing to be done. But billing and then receiving the payment, it's a financial consultant job. So that's why we have to log into the finance user. So I'll reset the password for fin_IMPL user. fin_IMPL user. So this is the finance user. So, from this finance user, we can create invoice and we can receive the payment from the customer. I am resetting to our standard password, Oracle 123. Okay. So I'll log into the application by using that user. So next step is invoice generation. So for the invoice generation, we have to run a program. If you run that program, invoice will be automatically created. So that program we can run from the tools. Right now I'm in which user? Finance user. From the tools and the schedule process. Click on schedule new process. import auto invoice is a program name. This is the program name. So this program, it will create invoice for the sales orders. It's going to create a credit memo for the return orders also. For return orders, it will create a credit memo as well. Click on OK. What is the business unit? We created order under which business unit? Under the USBU, right?
USBU.
We created order under USBU, US1 business unit. This is Vision business unit. And transaction source. The transaction source, something is defaulted. You have to change that to the distributor order orchestration. So make sure you are changing the transaction source to distributor order orchestration. And in the bottom, you can enter the sales order number. I would like to generate invoice for a specific sales order. I am mentioning that sales order number here. If you don't mention a sales order number, it will create invoice for the sales orders which are eligible for the invoice generation. But I want the invoice to be created only for the sales order. Okay. Hit the submit button. Okay, it's completed. It called a couple of child programs. Those child programs also completed successfully. Now let us see the invoice. So from the Springboard home screen, here, go to the receivables, because this is a receivable invoice. Payable invoice is supplier invoice because we need to make the payment to the supplier, right? That's called payable invoice. Receivable invoices, we have to receive the payment from the customer. So go to receivables and go to billing. Go to billing. And here, click on this task list. Click on the manage transactions.
Yes, sir.
Click on the manage transactions. Sharma, can you mute yourself? Click on the manage transactions. And here, you know the transaction source, right? What is the transaction source? Distributor order orchestration. Select that. And reference is nothing but our sales order number. Our sales order number. And click on search. It seems like the invoice is not created.
Krishna, I think the sales order is still in awaiting shipping status.
I think I used a wrong sales order. For this sales order, I think I have not. Let me just cross check. I should take this sales order for running the program. This sales order is in awaiting billing, right? Okay, we'll run the
Yes.
auto invoice for this sales order. Tools and schedule process. Port auto invoice. US business unit. Transaction source distributor order orchestration. And order number 98415 and submit it. It's completed. Okay. So invoice is automatically created. So transaction number is nothing but invoice number. Transaction number is nothing but invoice number. Now I open the invoice. Okay. So if I click on show more, I'm clicking on the show more. So this is header details. Okay. And this is the reference number, nothing but this is a sales order number, invoice number, transaction source is distributor order orchestration. The transaction creation date is, today's date. And this is the total value of the sales order. Out of that, tax is this much. And so this is customer details, customer ship to. Okay. And so for for two, so totally here, how many lines are there? Okay, totally 4 lines are there, but 2 items only. Okay, so here we have given the discount. Okay, that's why for discount separate line is there. So 2% discount is given here. Okay, so original price is 1400, and here 280 discount is given here, and here also original price is 150. 3 is a discount is given. Okay. And also see here manual discount of 2% for reason code sales negotiation. What we selected, the discount reason, what we selected, sales negotiation, right? that sales negotiation is displaying there. Okay, that's why you have to select appropriate discount reason in the sales order, because that discount reason is going to display in the invoice. This invoice is sent to the customer. The customer is going to view that discount reason. Okay, so this AR invoice can be downloaded in the PDF. If you click on view image, it's going to download in the PDF, and that PDF you can send to the customer. Later, once we receive the payment, that payment information, it will be tracked. Here I'll show you. Okay. Okay, team, good.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
save, you can save it. Okay. As I mentioned, the discount reason selected in the sales order, it is displayed in the AR invoice. Okay. The reason is sales negotiation. This is what we selected. And suppose if I go to payments. Okay, so in the payments, once you receive the payment, suppose this total amount we may receive in 2 installments, or we may receive in single installment also. So the payment details are captured here. Okay, and also the invoice creation date is today's, right? So what is the time that we are giving? 15 days time, right? So from the invoice creation date, the 15 days time is nothing but what is the due date for the payment? What is the due date for the payment?
9.
September 5th.
9.
So this due date is calculated based on the payment term. Suppose in the sales order you selected payment term at 30 days. So this due date is 30 days from the invoice creation date. Okay. Now we will receive the payment for this invoice. Okay. We'll receive the payment for this invoice team. This is the invoice number, and this is the sales order number. Okay. This is invoice, this is sales order. So I'm navigating to the receivables, and from the receivables, I'm navigating to accounts receivables. Accounts receivables. Okay, so from the task list, I'm creating a receipt now. I'm creating a receipt, payment receipt. Okay, click on create receipt and select the business unit. In real time, it's not our job. Okay, it's a finance consultant. And enter the amount. So I'll do one thing. I'll also open the invoice in some other screen. So amount I'm entering by taking from the invoice. Entered amount, okay. And receipt method. How the payment is received. Payment I'm selecting as check. The payment I received through check. So you see the payment can be received through credit card. Okay, I'm selecting the check here. And receipt number. I'm entering our institute number, and this is user defined. Okay, that's why I'm able to enter my own number. The bank, we received the remittance bank, nothing but our bank details. Okay, it is defaulted here, and here, if you scroll down, you match this receipt with the invoice. Okay, so you have to match the receipt with the invoice, right? So click on the add button, enter the invoice number here. Enter the invoice number here. Okay, because this receipt I'm matching. See the title here. This receipt I'm matching with the invoice number. Okay. And click on submit, and click on submit and apply now. Auto apply now. I'm applying this receipt with the invoice. Okay, the receipt number got created. The receipt number, this is the one. And now let us see. Again, is this invoice? This receipt number is captured or not? I'm opening the invoice, reopening the invoice, and I'm going to the
Might be in show more.
that's what I'm saying. You're right. It's there in the installments. If I go to the installments, it is showing up there. I don't open these screens regularly, right? So even I'm not comfortable with these screens because I don't frequently open them. So from the invoice, if I go to the review installments, I'm able to see the, is there any receipt number over here? There is no receipt number here. If I click on show all, will it display a receipt number here? The status is showing as closed. These are browser compatibility issues. Status showing as closed, that means,
Actions, view transaction details, Krishna.
your transaction details, huh?
Yeah.
Go to actions.
View transaction activities.
Yeah, it's showing the payment here. Okay.
Yeah.
View transaction activities. Okay. This is the receipt that we created. Okay. So we applied this receipt with the invoice. Okay. That's why the receipt is captured against the invoice. Clear? So far good. Invoice generation and receipt creation good.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
we have to send both this financial transactions, invoice amount, and then receipt amount to the ledger. Okay, to send it to the ledger, if you go to actions, you can run this. You can click on this post to ledger. So invoice entries I'm posting to the ledgers. The invoice amount I'm posting to the ledger. Okay. So if you click on view accounting, you can see which account is debit side, which account is credit side here. Okay, so you see receivable account is debit side. Okay, and receivable clearing account is there, tax account is there, rounding account is there. Okay, so we did the accounting for the invoice. So similarly, we need to transfer this receivable also to the ledger. Okay, so I'm on the receipt now. Go to actions and post to the ledger. The invoice amount and receipt amount we are posting to the ledger. So here also, if you click on view accounting, so here we received our cash account get debited because we received amount. So cash account is debit side and receivable account is the credit side. Okay. And there could be one more additional step can be done here. That is so this is once you receive the payment from the customer, that should be reflected in your bank statement, right? That should be reflected in your bank statement. So here, so this is bank reconciliation step. So which is done under the cash management. Right now I'm under which module? Cash management. So under financials, receivable is one module, cash management is one module, general ledger is also one module. So during the O2C flow, receivables module, cash management, and general ledger, these three are get involved from the finance side. So under the cash management, if I go to bank statements and reconciliation, so here, we can cross check. Submit reconciliation. I'm trying with the manual reconciliation. Let me see. I'm reconciling with the bank about the payment. Bank account, this can be seen in the bank account can be seen in the receipt. What is a bank account? Bank of America, something is there. Let's go to the receipt to see the bank account. Receivables. Am I confusing you? Receivables,
No.
accounts receivables. Just I'll show you the process. Okay, you'll get some clarity on the process. Okay. Navigating to main is receipts, and enter the receipt number, which is 8125323232. So here, if we click on show more, and receipt with this check, the received bank let's go to remittance details. It will display in the remittance details. Huh? Yes, transaction number one. We need the bank information where we received the payment.
Once show more.
So more I selected, sir, already. Okay, here it is. There is a second tab. Okay, so this is our bank that we received, and this is the customer account details. Remittance bank is this one, Bank of America. Select that. Okay. Bank of America. So in Bank of America, what is the account? Account number is BOFA 2869. Select the account number. This one. So what actually I'm trying to do, okay, I'm trying to reconcile the payment with the bank. Okay. The payment that we received, I'm reconciling with the bank. So this is a step has to be performed from the cash management module. Okay, I entered the receipt number. I entered the bank that we received the payment. Click on search. Click on search. And here actually in real time, you know, actual bank statement is also verified in real time. So once you verify the actual bank statement, you know, we also perform the reconciliation step here. So the reconcile button is disabled. Bank statement lines, and transaction. If I select the first option. Reconcile button is disabled. I'm under the manual reconciliation. Submit auto reconciliation is there. Let's try that. This is a program. Huh? This is a program.
Sir, in real time, how
the
does
bank
the
statement-
bank statement?
Yeah, the bank statement should show the transaction, right? Only then you can reconcile with the system transaction, right?
Click on the second tab, the reconcile.
Our transaction is unreconciled, right? That's why trying with the unreconciled. So I tried this once in the batch. I forgot. Reconcile a transaction, it will display, sir. Okay. So our transaction is not reconciled. That's why it won't display over here. Okay. We have to reconcile first here. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the reconcile button.
But Krishna,
Krishna, it is grayed
without
out.
the payments getting submitted in the bank statement lines, how can we reconcile?
I tried
It has to
this once. I tried this once already. It sucks. It's going to work. So you mean to say the statement lines you should display over here?
Yeah, because we are
Mhm.
basically reconciling between bank and
Yeah.
our system, right?
So what you are saying is
I just want to add, generally in any software, now once you make the payment related to the bank, now it will goes to the unreconcile. And then once we get the statement after 2 days or 3 days, now then we have to reconcile it.
okay. So once the bank statement lines are displayed here, that line has to be selected with the system transaction and we have to reconcile. So here in the left hand side, the bank statement, it will be displayed here. Okay. But will the bank statement displayed now? We have to upload a bank statement. We need to upload a. But I tried it, sir. I think that could be the process. The bank statement lines also should be displayed here. We need to enable the bank statement line with the payment system transaction, and then we have to reconcile both, I think. So there is a reconciliation step also involved here. Okay, so this reconciliation step we are doing from the cash management. So just I think you got some idea, right? What is reconciliation? Right, team?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And also, after the invoice is created, our sales order status will be changed to closed. It won't wait for the payment receipt, only invoice creation only it will wait. So invoice creation we have already done. Auto management and auto management. You see the status is closed. So from the sales order, you can view the invoice number. If you go to fulfillment view, again, go to the fulfillment details, go to the actions, click on fulfillment details. And here you can see bill of lading number. And if you go to billing tab, you'll see the invoice number and the invoice amount also. Okay. This invoice amount is for the particular selected line. So whichever this is for the 1.1, what is the invoice amount? Okay, suppose if you select 2.1 here, what is the invoice number is going to be same, but invoice amount is going to be different. Okay, this is for 2.1 line. This is the invoice amount. Invoice number is same. Okay. Now, let us assume all these three lines are closed. All these three lines are closed, then your sales order header will not be closed automatically. It will not be closed automatically. You have to run a program. You have to run a program called update or close sales orders. Then only the sales order header will be closed. That program you can run from the tools and schedule process. It's an important entry question. The sales order header will not be closed automatically. You have to run this program. Okay. So when you run this program, if any sales order line is closed, then header will be closed for the sales order. Okay. And click on the submit button. Currently in our demo instance, this program is not completing. It's keep on it's showing always in the pending status only. It's not getting successfully completed. It's not working in the demo instance. Okay, but this is a program you have to run in the real time. Sir, when how frequently we need to run this program? Generally in real time, business wants to close the sales orders at the end of the month. At the end of the month, so you can run this program before the month end. Nothing but 29th or 30th of the month. Okay. Okay, team. But some clients they don't close their. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's gonna fall in the retrying status only in the demo instance if it's not completing properly. Okay. Some clients they don't close the headers also. They don't mind about this program. They don't close the headers. But some clients, if they want to close the headers, they will close at the end of the month. Okay, clear?
Yes, Krishna.
Now
Yes, sir.
invoice entries and the payment receipt entries we posted to the ledger, right? That you can see from the ledger book also. If you go to general accounting and if you go to journals, you can see that entries from here. If you go to manage journals and transaction source, I'm selecting as receivables, right? Receivables and yeah, current this period only. Is there any categories there? That is could be many. Selecting the category and trying with the search.
Krishna, accounting period is 0823, no?
So, correct, madam. I selected August period and so here. Okay, so this is our receipt. If I open this one, there is a receipt created. It's posted to the ledger. Okay. This is the amount, right? Or receipt amount is how much? 15310. 15310. Okay, this is our receipt. Okay, so which is in the general ledger currently. Okay, good.
How to identify here, Krishna? This is the exact our journal entry.
I tallied with the amount, but we are able to see the receipt number also. Let me check. I tallied with the amount.
Correct.
Show more.
You see the status here and reconcile. Okay. You're not reconciled, right? The reconcile step you are not completed properly. It's not displaying any receipt number. It should display. We are missing that from where to verify it. And these actions. Mhm. This is entries. The not sure. So I think we are missing something. It's not showing up. Okay. But this is our payment entry only. Because I tallied with the amount. Okay, and also we created today this one. Okay, this is our entry only. That's for sure. And that is receivable entry. I'm trying to see the invoice entry. Okay, this is invoice entry. Okay, the sales invoice. So invoice also we transfer to the ledger, right? So this is the invoice entry. This is the total amount. Okay. So we transferred our invoice entry and our receipt entry to the ledger. Okay. If I go back to the steps of the O2C cycle, this is called as O2C cycle. Okay. From the order creation to till posting to the ledger. OUM, okay. So here sales order entry we are done, sales order submission, sales order release, picking, shipping, and running this program and generating the invoice and receiving the payment from the customer. Under the cash management, what we are doing, team, we are reconciling. We are reconciling our transaction with the bank. Okay. And then general ledger. So posting all the financial transactions to the general ledger. Okay. This is called O2C cycle. Order to cash.
Krishna, one question.
Hmm.
Regarding picking and shipping, also journal entries are created, right?
No,
So
sir, financials. So after shipping, the entries will start, sir.
okay,
After shipping, the accounting impact and entries are started. Not during the picking time, sir.
okay.
After shipping. Okay. So I'll talk about the entries also in maybe tomorrow's session or maybe in the next sessions. I have given the entries also somewhere in this document itself. I'll explain in the coming classes. I think I covered the entries in the costing module. I'll cover again, okay? Any doubts? I'm done for today. Any questions, please?
So while reconciling, how do we get that bank statements from bank? Like Do we
I
need
think, I think we have to upload, madam, because I've seen the upload option there. So please don't ask me too many questions from the finance side. I'm not comfortable. I'm just explaining about my assumption here. So under the cash management, I've seen a task called bank statement upload. So from the task list, you see load
Okay.
bank statement. Okay, I think
Okay.
create bank statement is also there.
Okay.
So I think here the bank statement will be created, I believe. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Krishna, invoice you have shown in the line level, right? Can we see the same in the header level? I mean, completely of whole sales order.
Complete sales order. You can download into the PDF.
Okay.
Yeah, the PDF download option is there.
If like in eBiz, we have the option in the header level also to check the invoice number, right? So for multiple lines like that, we do.
You're talking about invoice number, huh?
Yes, invoice number, correct. In the sales
Invoice
order.
number from the header, huh?
Yes,
No,
sales
sir.
order.
No,
Okay.
that's not available. You have to go to the fulfillment screen only to see the invoice.
Okay, Krishna. Got it.
Any more doubts? Please complete the cycle practice. From tomorrow onwards, I'll start with the configurations. Okay. I'm done with today. 53, you can leave. 53 batch, you can leave. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll start with the configurations. And 54, if you're having any questions, practice doubts from the current session or from the previous sessions, you can ask me.
Krishna, Girish, yes.
Girish.
So I was trying to create the sales order in the demo instance. So I have created all the BU inventory organization and everything. So and the BU is also defaulted on the sales order header. But
Sir,
when
there
I
are
was select,
there are a lot of other configurations that you need to do it, sir. So
okay,
please don't try with your configurations. We take the vision on not just BU creation, and a lot of other things are there to be created.
yes, Krishna, I was not able to select the item which I created.
Yeah, as
It
I
was not
mentioned,
visible.
item validation ordination setup has to be done. Then only your item will be displayed. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
to try with your setups, please wait.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Yeah. Okay. So practice status, sales order creation. Krishna completed a
Yes, yes.
shipping is not done.
Yes,
Shipping also completed.
yes, I'm billing till beginning.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Krishna. Girish. Order management. Let me check this.
So I selected one item which was there. This is not my item.
Sir, why don't you
But,
first try? Why don't you follow me? Whatever I said. First you
yes,
try. First you follow me. Later, whatever you want, you can try, sir. Step number 1 is follow me simply. Step number 2 is it's your wish. So step number 1 is completed, sir.
no, sir. I need to use a test instance and
Demo
use the
instance, sir.
existing here.
Use the demo instance. Okay. Use the demo instance and complete till shipping on top of the vision. Okay.
Okay, on the vision.
Please, yeah. First, please follow me, sir.
Okay.
Later, try your things. Neeraja,
Sir.
shipping till shipping completed, madam.
Yes, sir.
So today you all need to try invoice and then payment received and posting to the ledger. Okay, please try all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Madam, if you don't have a time, don't, I mean, I don't need all these many screenshots, madam. Okay,
Okay,
so few screenshots are also okay with me if you don't have a time. Okay,
Okay, sir.
because you are taking a lot of screenshots. It's up to you, madam. If you want, you can take it, but if you think you don't have that much time, you can.
Thank you, sir.
So I received practice status emails from 3 members. Very good response.
I sent it now, sir.
Now, didn't receive, madam. I just received. Okay. Busy students. You can start with order management, madam.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I
Yeah,
created
so-
sales order. Yesterday's one I have not practiced.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you just done with the item creation,
Mm-hmm.
item creation is completed. Okay, in progress, right? So just create an item, that's it, and you can leave it. And you can resume from the order management. Okay. Whenever
Okay,
you
sir.
are having extra time, you work on the inventory module.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but great work. You're able to complete all the topics practice, and you're almost there. You catched up all the sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, team. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow onwards, I'll show with the configurations. If you don't try the cycle, if I'm explaining the configurations, you'll not understand anything. If you don't try the cycle, so I can also straight away start with the configurations, right? Yes or no? Right?
Yes.
But why I have taken 3 days time to explain the cycle first? So that you should keep in mind. And when I'm explaining the configuration, that configuration you can relate with the cycle. Oh, this configuration, it is useful during the sales order. Oh, here, you can relate and you can understand better. That's why I have explained the cycle first. 3 classes, by taking 3 classes. So practice is required. Please complete the cycle practice. Today itself. Today it's excuses. Please send me email tomorrow. Thank you all. Bye.